Hello and welcome once again to IPL Fantasy. Today we are going to talk about match number 5, which will be played in Abu Dhabi, and we'll see Kolkata Knight Riders play their first game of the 2020 IPL, and they will take on Mumbai Indians, who are smarting from that opening day defeat against Chennai Super Kings. Let us take a look at what should be the first probable 11 for Kolkata Knight Riders, and it's not an easy one. It's not as straightforward as you would think, because they have a few overseas options which complicate matters. You have Sunil Narayan, Tom Banton, Evan Morgan, Andre Russell, Pat Cummins. So, you have quite a few names. You just can't pick four. So, it's going to be a topsy-turvy. Tom Banton has created a name for himself. Pat Cummins, one of the most expensive buys in IPL ever. So, you just have to balance with Sunil Narayan up top, and then Andre Russell, of course, playing a very, very pivotal role in the middle order. Who are the three key players that will probably stand out for Kolkata Knight Riders as the tournament progresses? My money, well, is on Tom Banton, because he is the first of them, of course, is Tom Banton, because he has really come onto the scene as an attacking opener, explosive batsman. Anywhere in the top order, he fits really well. And if he just gets going and gets that opportunity, then Kolkata Knight Riders will really do well. Of course, they'll again have to balance it with leaving out some other overseas player, but then again, that is Dinesh Karthik's headache. The other player, of course, is Kuldeep Yadav. I think he will play a very, very crucial role, because like Yuzvendra Chahal, he had not played so much white ball cricket since 2019 ODI World Cup. He was sidelined to the fringes, but he's been eager to go, eager to get playing once again, and eager to make an impression. We saw Yuzvendra Chahal do well for Royal Challengers Bangalore in the first game, and I expect Kuldeep Yadav to start off strongly similarly and carry the Kolkata attack on his shoulders. He will be pivotal with all the white ball experience that he has. He will be pivotal for their aspirations in this tournament. And the third player, of course, has to be Andre Russell. I wanted to pick Sunil Narayan as well, because he opens the battings mostly, and then he's such a good bowler with those 4 overs. But Andre Russell, how can you ignore him? Year on year, he makes such a pivotal impact for the Kolkata Knight Riders. They just egg him on. He just wants to be there in the purple golden jersey and score runs, hit those big ones, take a few wickets if he's fully fit. So, these three players are going to have a major, major impact. Like I said, along with Pat Cummins and Evan Morgan, it will be a fine balancing act, and Dinesh Karthik will have to earn his captain's salary this time around. Taking a look at Mumbai Indians, well, it was a disappointing loss for them first time around, although I don't think it should reflect too badly on their playing 11. I expect them to go in with the same playing 11 as they did in the first game. Maybe Ishan Kishan finding a slot in there, and of course they had James Pattinson in there. They went lightweight on their spin options, went heavy on their pace options again. So I don't see too many changes for Mumbai Indians. I don't see them making too many changes this early in the tournament. They will again be playing in Abu Dhabi. This is the small print here, because Abu Dhabi is the home ground for both Kolkata Knight Riders and Mumbai Indians, both teams based in that city. So it'll be interesting to see, how they go about this game, especially Mumbai Indians, because apparently they are the away side in this match. But it remains to be seen if it has any effect on the mental psyche or the mentality of the players, because they're playing on the same ground, where they were home side just 3 days ago. So, like I said, not many changes, but it's going to be about the mentality. If they can bounce back from that first defeat, it's been quite a few first defeats for Mumbai Indians since 2013. They have not won their first game of the tournament, but they won 4 tournaments after that. So it's not a cause to worry just yet. So what is going to be the combined fantasy 11 for both sides? It's an intriguing one this time around. Of course, I'm picking Rohit Sharma. But just like, Evan Morgan's Dinesh Karthik's fine balancing act, we will have a fun balancing act this time around as well. You have options for quite a few spots, you have Quinton de Kock, Dinesh Karthik fighting for the wicketkeeper slot. Then you want to balance it with other batsmen, Nitish Rana, Surya Kumar Yadav, and Shubman Gill. Of course, they're going to bat in the top order. Ewan Morgan also might just find space. You could have Tom Banton ahead of Ewan Morgan there as well. Now, this is going to be a fantasy side which is going to be heavy on all-rounders. We'll be looking at 2 or 3 different all-rounders that a side might pick. And that is why you might have to limit your number of batsmen to just 4 this time around, or maybe 5, depending on how your balance goes. 5 including the wicketkeeper. I'm including Quinton de Kock and Dinesh Karthik. So 5 including the wicketkeeper, not excluding. Sometimes you can pick just the 1 all-rounder or 2 all-rounders, or you can pick 2 wicketkeepers and 4 batsmen and then 1 all-rounder. So this time around, you have Kieran Pollard, Sunil Narayan, Kuldeep Yadav, Krunal Pandya, Andre Russell. Quite a few people to choose from. Of course, there's Pat Cummins as well. So it's going to be a very, very intense balancing act. You want Kieran Pollard in your side. You want Sunil Narayan in your side. You want Krunal Pandya. You want Hardik Pandya. You want all these names. You want Andre Russell in your side. So 5 names competing for maybe 3 slots in that all-rounders spot in your fantasy 11. And of course, you want to balance it with the pacers. Like I said, you could have Kuldeep Yadav as a bowler, or you can pick Krunal Pandya as an all-rounder, and then you can fill it up with you can pick one of the 3 young pacers, Kamlesh Nagarkoti, Shivam Mavi, or Prasadh Krishna, and then you can have Jasprit Bumrah, Trent Bolt, James Pattinson, or if Nathan Altonile comes in, if they make that change. So it really depends. Like I said, this is going to be a fantasy pick, which is going to be heavy on all-rounders. But when you have Pollard and Russell and Narayan and the Pandyas, it's not really a surprise.